Good morning again. A beautiful model again today. Also, um, beautiful gesture, body, body shape, hand, thigh, thigh, calf, and also the other part of the thigh. So the other thigh, the other leg. That's where the light is. You have the shoulder there. A very sharp edge of the shoulder. You got the breast. Got the other one here. And I'm trying to simplify it to make it a little bit less complicated, although it's quite an easy drawing, this one. That's not a difficult drawing, you'll see. It's got a very relaxing pose and not many details, so that props you into doing something quickly. Fingers. Well, I don't want to get involved too much with these. The fingers, not at this stage. And that's the other leg, as I said. It just stops here. And it's all in drapery. So you've got a bit of a drapery work here, if you wish. As I said, this is the other thigh. And crotch area. That exceeds here a little bit more, so let's do that this way. And actually it's quite straight on the model, but I don't think straight it makes any compliment to the body. I think it's much better when you do it when you see exaggerate. When you exaggerate this way, then it works better for the figure. Don't know why the artist didn't see this, but I'll show you the picture obviously at some point later on. And yeah, the chin here and head going this way. Yeah, there's an angle there like this. And also hair, dark curly hair. Hair on this side as well. Plenty of hair, but because there is a lot of background, you don't actually see the hair as much. That's the chin, as I said. Jaw area. Nose and eyes. There's something. Yeah, that distance between this breast and head is slightly larger, which means I should bring the head a little bit further up. Eye area, nose and lip area. Okay. Crotch area, belly, and there we are. Trying to treat it as simple as possible, because as I said, the drawing is very straightforward. The portrait or the model, the photography, very straightforward. So what I wanted from you is to work on the big masses without getting involved too much into head and a lot of details here. That's a really, really dark area also. The foot just gets into the dark and you don't actually see as much of the foot. Okay. So here, hand again. And this area, it's beautifully lit, very, very soft light. This, I want to show that this hip is higher than the other hip. So this hip, her left hip is higher than her right hip. Okay. Now let's be a bit more, get the dust out. That's why I've blown it, just to get the dust out. So it's whatever is left from the charcoal, the willow charcoal. You got eyes, eyebrow, the nose is a triangle, so I get the nose onto the place it needs to be. Top lip, lower lip. So a bit more involved with the head now, but more importantly, that area is all dark. So let's not be too specific because it's not going to help our cause. We want to be a lot more efficient with this. As in just to show the big masses and nothing else. Simple, keep it simple. As simple as possible. I'll give you a break from the previous models. Why? Because, as I said, do not get involved too much with likeness or portrait. A simple sketch. Maybe what I need to do here is to a little bit of cuff, just to show a bit of cuff. Sorry, kneecap. A tiny, literally a tiny direction of the flow. It just makes you understand that there is where the cuff lies. And side of the cuff. And you got this now. Bit of dark here. And breast. Here on our armpit, this goes and becomes background here. There we are. And highlight here. A tiny highlight which will show the flow of her arm. And here as well. To be honest, there's some flowers here. You can play around with that notion of flowers here a little bit. But don't forget, They're part of the background. So don't get too much involved with flowers either. No calf. I don't want to show any calf here because there's none there. So I don't know what's happening because it's within the shadow of her. Okay, putty, as we normally do. That light area, which suggests us the turning point of her foot. A bit brighter here. And light here. There you go. A bit lighter. I'll do this side here. And light. Just keep the light wherever the light appears to be the strongest, which is chest. And a tiny touch of emphasize the light here. Beautiful belly. And the belly button if you wish, just a tiny touch. Tiny touch here as well of light. There we are. And light in between the nose and the eye. Cheekbone. All right, and finger work a little bit. Tiny touch of finger direction. And then crotch area. Simple, just half tone. Okay. Good drawing. Roughly on the right direction. As I said, don't get too much involved with little details, which we do in other drawing. That's supposed to be a quick to rest from the more tedious drawings that we've done previously. And maybe, okay, yeah, here, just a tiny lighter, a bit more light there. A bit more light here, the neck area, just a tiny direction of the neck. And as I said, belly, rib cage area, and to show that this hip, as I said, is higher than the other hip. Okay, that was it. Thank you. See you on the other drawing.